Hey, welcome to the second vodcast for nicksmoot.com. If you're just joining us for the first time, I wanted to let you know a little bit what this is about. I started a blog and actually starting a nonprofit that we're going to be taking on the task of reconnecting families from the parent-teen relationship because we really believe that culture is sucking teens and parents apart, and that's not okay. It's actually really dangerous. So I guess on the blog, what we do is kind of provide tools and talk about the problem and some data from our research we're doing. So we're trying it over video, and today we're doing video and a little article to see if you guys like that. So give me your feedback, please, and let me know environment-wise if coffee shops are working okay with the background noise, or if you want it like in my office, dead quiet. But today, what I want to talk about is what we value and how we show value. Um, I remember as a teenager that there were times when I would go, it seemed like years, without ever really intentionally hanging out or spending time with my family. And we would spend time together coexisting, going from place to place, occasionally do a vacation or something. But especially my mother and I and my father, I never intentionally pursued them. And in some ways, I think when I was a teenager, they got that impression that I didn't want relationship with them. When really, I might have thought I was cool. But teens, you actually kind of do somewhere deep down inside desire that relationship, and not only do you desire it, you need it. And I never spent that intentional time with my parents. So something clicked in my head about like 17-ish, and I decided I spend a lot of intentional time seeking out friends and other people, setting up things on a calendar, know when it's going to happen, but I never did that with my family. And so I decided to try that with my parents. So set up a time to actually go spend time down like a week in advance with my mom, set a little spot on the calendar. And then when that day came, we went and we got Jamba Juice and went for a hike together. And it was incredible during that time. We talked about really important things. We went for that hike, and at one point my mom's crying, telling me things she cares about and things she's scared for me in my future. And it was just this powerful, incredible interaction going on between a mother and her son. Not every time was like that, and it won't be that way for you every single time. But that intentional time where they say that our date book and our checkbook tells what is important, where we spend our time and our money. And if we're not being intentional with our family, spending time and money, setting up appointments almost, we're missing something there. And I think life has got us going so fast that we actually don't set up those intentional moments for a lot of us. Some of us do. So I guess my suggestion would be is for parents, really sit down with your teen and say, I want to spend some time with you. In a couple weeks, what could we do together that you'd want to do? If your teen enjoys it, they might want to go drive go-karts with you. Your middle school son wants to go to fast kart and drive go-karts, and you're going, I personally, as a parent, wouldn't enjoy that, but guess what? If you get to spend some good quality time with your teen and they're enjoying it and you are enjoying them enjoying it and spending that time talking, that's a win. I suggest avoid movies or things that cause interaction to be focused on a screen or something else. You want to interact together. So, if they want to go bowling or go race go-karts or go grab a cup of coffee, go to the beach, something that spends good quality time, go skiing together. I also, for teens, let me give you guys a spin on this, because parents, ask your teen to spend some time and see what they want to do and schedule it. First couple times might be awkward, but teens, here's a big one for you. You need your parents and need to interact with them. So teens, I would say if you go to your mom or dad and say, I want to spend in a few weeks an afternoon with you, intentional time, pull out the calendar and write it in there on the calendar, your parents will flip out. And especially if you go, what would you like to do with me? And if they suggest, let's go for a hike, go for a hike. But I bet your parents are going to ask you, well, what would you want to do? If you asked, I want to take a trip to the moon, I bet they would try, because it's just time spent with you. So my suggestion would be do something fun. Teens, a good idea, do like a road trip an hour away to some little random town that's by you and go grab lunch and then drive back. It's a great time to talk in the car. Go to the beach, go hiking, go grab a cup of coffee, go throw the frisbee around. Do whatever you want to do that's fun, that you can interact with mom and dad. And you can do it with both, but sometimes it's good to just do it with one. So I guess the thing that I'm asking you guys is, as families, find ways to intentionally set aside on your calendar intentional moments of interaction. We need to find ways that we start showing that the family is a top priority. You make intentional meetings all day long with other people. You spend money and time on other things. Are we intentionally setting aside time and money for our families? Uh, Thank you. And keep commenting, like I say, on the blog. I really appreciate this interaction with you guys. And I'm excited to see where this nonprofit and everything's going. I will say this. Great if you comment on this and if you're joining on Facebook and the causes and things. I really appreciate that stuff. But the biggest thing I'm going to appreciate is when we start seeing change in our families around us. So implement this stuff in your families. Talk to your neighbors about it. Help other people realize that need for teenagers and parents to connect again, because it's a scary society that we're existing in right now where they're being pulled apart, and we're going to stick them back together, hopefully. If you want to come and check something out, April 2nd at the Coeur d'Alene Library, there's a big event where we're going to be public about this. Look on the blog, there's some info about it, but April 2nd, 6:15 in the community room. Talk to you guys later. Actually, see you tomorrow.